hi guys, Michael from MyCaféSupplies. We're with Rita, who's a barista coach here in Melbourne. We've just been talking before about how Rita's just started opening on Sundays now, Saturdays and Sundays. Which
7 days.
7 days, yeah. So that's a lot. There are extra wages and stuff like that. So what do you do differently that you don't do during the week?
Okay. Our business model sort of evolved in the last 12 months. So Monday to Friday, we still kept with quick grab and go for people, it's a working lunch, half an hour. The weekend is slightly different. We don't have a lot of people working in the area, so it's more residents, people relaxing, read their newspaper, want their egg and bacon with dog, stroll and
So your cafe food is completely different from the weekend to during the week?
You can probably say that. We're running a table service more between cafe restaurant on Saturday, Sunday, whereas Monday to Friday it's a street cafe. People coming, order at the counter, pay, sit down, we deliver, and that's it. Whereas weekend, more table service, high table for two. Let me give you a menu. There's water on the table. What would you like? And I'll start with the drink and what's on the menu. So the challenge I have too is the weekend. Obviously, you pay more staff, wages, but then you can't really put up your price by 50%. People are not going to pay $5 for a cup of coffee.
No.
They'll go somewhere else. You just lose the business. So how do we manage that?
Yeah.
So,
how do you make it viable for a Sunday?
Oh no, before the government is willing to listen to it, to say let's abolish the penalty rate. So how do you manage that? Well, there's a couple of probably a quick way, or there's two ways. One is to bump up your price. Okay, so in order to have your menu items have much higher price than during the week, which is most of our quick grab and go under $10. A roll, a wrap, a quiche, a filler, a soup under $10. That's a quick transaction. But the weekend you really need to price our menu between $10 to $20. So how do we do that is one thing. So we've achieved that by when it's a full table service and people wanting good quality of food and they reading newspaper, for bacon and egg roll or egg and bacon panini, we could charge $12 to $14. So the add-on is where the profit is. Okay, so if you have an egg, poached egg on the toast, would you like bacon, avocado, tomato, holiday sauce? So by the time you add them up, or the big brekkie, that's $16, $18. So to double each sale, that's one way to bump up the takings. The other way, obviously, is if you can. Well, what we do is that if you can hire juniors. So, high school students, uni students. So if you hire anyone under 21, you pay a discounted rate. So my daughter, who's 16, so she works on the weekend. So she's wrapped getting paid $12 an hour because anywhere else she only gets paid $10 an hour. So even on the penalty rate, $12 versus the award rate, minimum 18, 20, you've got to pay $24, $25. So that's a saving. So that's one way probably you're looking at.
Your chef works on the weekend?
On the weekend. So that's just something you have to wear.
That's true. You do have to wear it, but the way I figure it is on a Saturday and Sunday, you're still paying rent. You're still paying rent for those days anyway. So if you're open, you can at least get some customers.
So I think the other thing too is your fixed cost doesn't change, so you're paying rent and that, and then what you'll be looking at is your wages will be slightly higher, but look at ways how you can reduce. Maybe family members, maybe you work on the weekend. So I've been working on the weekend for the last couple of months, but I'm ready to step back, with training.
So you've got everything under control, and you're saying before you have time off during the week though.
So during the week, I don't have to come in if I don't want to. So that's a sort of good balance. And for me too, because we're just opening the new 7-day training, I needed to be there to set up and making sure the tray,
get those systems underway.
Then my goal is after Christmas only just working one weekend day, Saturday or Sunday, then eventually
scale back.
Eventually scale back. So there are ways to sort of manage that. But I do agree. So the government needs to abolish the penalty rate. But that's a political issue, so we're not going to get into that. It is
a bit, and I'm not sure how much influence we'll have in that right here in this room. Hey, thanks very much, Rita. Thanks, guys. Be sure to check out our other resources on MyCaféSupplies. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.